finally here, the nursery reveal. Putting this nursery together with my husband, my sister, my dad, my family has been a dream come true. You know, to cleaning out this room, to painting, then to putting everything in has just been an amazing process, and we truly love how this turned out, and I am so excited for you guys to finally see it all put together. I was so excited when the chair finally arrived because we were waiting for that last piece of furniture to get here before I wanted to show you guys, and since it is here and everything is ready to go, I am so excited to show you. So let's go ahead and look at the nursery. I know, you're like, just show me the nursery. But before we do that, I want to go back to the beginning of April when we started putting the nursery all together. So enjoy us getting the nursery prepped, ready, and then the final reveal at the end. So family's here and we are gonna get ready to set up the nursery. So we gotta build the crib and then figure out where we want everything. So it's to the baseboard.
What?
It's just for the baseboard.
But what though? What has to be done?
We have to cut it so then we can
fit it down there?
Yeah. In the corner. So obviously, as you can tell, the first step is getting all the furniture ready. I am only doing this voiceover because there is a lot of this video where it is just building stuff and putting stuff together without any audio. One of the things that I decided to do is I was just gonna film everything and then kind of come and talk to you guys about it. But like I said, the one thing was getting this furniture in the bedroom. Of course, again, I think I've said it multiple times, even at the end of this video, we couldn't do this part because my sister had actually found this bedroom set on Facebook Marketplace for really like a good cheap price, and the people that had it were just trying to get rid of it. So finally, when they came down to visit for their weekend, and I will actually post a link for the weekend they came down if you haven't seen that, they brought all the furniture down, and really for us just to see the furniture like firsthand was so cool because I hadn't seen it yet, and just being able to see it in person, like I fell in love with it even more. So again, just having my family there to kind of go through this experience with us of building the furniture and putting stuff together was so much fun, and it was like a memory I will always have. And like I said, just kind of watching everything come together, it's just crazy to think like this is going to be our daughter's room one day. And you know, when we painted, it was like, okay, now it's painted, but now everything just seems to be like coming to life now that we have all the furniture here. So I am going to let you guys just kind of watch the rest of the room being built, and I will talk to you guys again in a little bit. can definitely say that one of my favorite decor parts of this nursery is this wall decal above the crib. We made sure that when we put it on the wall, we wanted to line it up like perfectly with kind of the middle of the crib. And the reason that we liked this so much and decided to do this is because my husband Ken said it would almost look like the jungle animals were kind of looking down on her while she was in the crib, and that just made my heart feel so full. Now, this was actually a difficult process because it was in like 2 parts, and then there were also like these little tiny parts too that came with it, which was just insane. But my husband Ken and my dad did an amazing job putting it together and lining it up, so you couldn't even tell that it was in multiple parts. And again, we absolutely love it. It's one of our favorite decor parts of this nursery, and it just made this wall even cuter than it was before. So of course, after we went shopping, I got these bins. These bins were something I really wanted for underneath the changing table, just so I could put stuff like storage-wise and get things more organized. For me, that was one of my biggest things, is just having stuff organized and put into place. Also got this really cute, bed sheet for the bed that we found that actually matched the jungle theme perfectly. Like, to find this at, I think it was at Walmart, was just an amazing find because it just went so well with everything else in the room, and it just kind of made that bed look even more cozier than it did before. And again, my sister found this like thing to hang in the closet, again, to just organize stuff a little bit more. I just love organization and having stuff put away in storage. So like I said, again, being able to have these bins to put the diapers in as well just made everything just so much better. And it made it so when I go in there to change her, everything is right there. It's easy to grab, and I'm not like having to run around or walk across the room to find something. Everything is where it needs to be, and that just makes me so happy. I know there's other people out there that love organization and having things ready to go. Also, we did end up buying a new pad for the changing table because the old one was just kind of like run down. So we did buy a new one, which was nice. And just to watch this nursery slowly come to life has been so nice. And also, now that I had the dresser, I could just organize all the clothes, and that felt really nice too. To be able to put everything in a drawer and know where stuff is, again, for easy accessibility, just so then I can open a drawer, grab an outfit or onesie for her, and walk away without a second thought. It just is so nice, again, to have everything stored away and organized and ready for her when she arrives, and pretty much ready for me when I go in there to be with her. So enjoy the rest of the folding of the clothes. So the next day after my family had left, we decided to put up the blinds in the bedroom. One of the things we discovered very quickly is that I ended up getting the blinds way too long. So for us to put them up, Ken had to have them like all the way up to the ceiling for them to fit, which was just so funny because I didn't think that process through when we were shopping. I was like, oh, this will be fine. And then we put it in there and we're like, okay, yeah, they're gonna have to be really far up. And again, we have like a base heater too, so we had to have it up for far enough where like if we were turning the base heaters on during the wintertime, it wouldn't like catch these blinds on fire. So that was a fun process to figure out. But then, just watching Ken, do all this work and then putting them up was just like another process where it just like warms your heart, because you're like, here's another step in the direction of getting this nursery ready to go and having this ready so we don't have to worry about it. These are, well, the package said they were blackout, but really when we got them on there, they're not fully blackout. But when you turn off all the lights, it's dark enough where once we put her in there, it's not going to be an issue. Like, there's a tiny bit of light that's going to come through, so we're not like too worried about it. But being able to get this up and ready to go was another step in the right direction of completing this nursery. So enjoy the rest of this montage of setting up the blinds. And then one of our final steps was putting the pictures and wall decor on the walls. Now, when I went out shopping with my sister and mom when they were in town, we did buy a couple of wall decor and the mirrors that you're seeing that are in the dresser, but me and Ken still felt like there were certain things that still needed to go on the wall. So like this one he put on the wall, me and him actually went out and bought this one, because we just wanted the walls to be fully covered. We felt like that if we did things a certain way, there would be a lot of just like open wall. Like on our painted wall, we decided, because it was painted and it had the decor above the crib, that one was fine. But all the other walls, we just kind of wanted to put pictures on and a wall decor just to make it look less empty. That's just kind of how we felt. We also decided these little mirrors would be so cute above the closet, spaced out. So we got all of those up. They were definitely a pain to get up, but we got them up and they looked perfect once they were up there. And then our last step was this wall, because it was so big. Like I said, we wanted something to put on there, and when we went out, we found these cute wall decor like plants that actually matched the decor of the animals that were above the crib, the decal. So the leaves matching that was so perfect that when I found these, I was like, this is going to be so nice. And again, we couldn't decide if we wanted to put them on the painted wall, but then we're like, no, that's way too much. So to actually put them on this big wall actually made it look less like spacey. It gave it that look we really were hoping it would go for. Like I said, just have like this open space. It just looked very empty. So to be able to put these on the wall and step back and look at it just was perfect, because it really gave that big wall the like look we wanted it to look like. And we ended up absolutely loving every piece that we put in every area. So I'm glad we went back out shopping, and I'm glad that we found these because it ended up being the perfect look for our Jungle Green themed nursery. So I'm in the process of editing today's vlog, and before I show you the chair that is actually in the nursery right now, we're gonna go back to around March 16th when we got our first chair. So we ordered a chair, or I put a chair on our registry, didn't think of the theme of the nursery. And when it got here, it actually turned out not to be the chair I had put on the registry. It was a whole completely different chair, but me and Ken had put it all together and then only realized after we put it together, put it upstairs in the nursery, that for one, it wasn't the right chair. He had sent a picture to his mom to show her the chair, and she's like, wait a second, is that the chair that you guys put on the registry? So again, for one, it wasn't the chair that we originally picked on the registry, but then number two, with the design of the registry and finally going with the jungle theme, and then with the rest of the furniture like the crib, the changing table, and the dresser, it just wasn't going to match, and we didn't like it. So we ended up sending it back to Amazon. That was like a whole ordeal and everything, but I'm going to insert the original video of us putting that first chair together, and then after that you will see the actual chair that's in the nursery, us putting it together and putting it in the nursery. So enjoy this little process. So today is the day we're building this chair. I put a chair and ottoman on my shower registry, and Ken's aunts and grandma bought it for us, but they shipped it to us because it was probably just easier that way. And then I also got two other gifts. One hasn't come yet, and then the other one did. And these boxes are it's a shower caddy to put the baby in as it grows. And then I also got some toys and a thing to put on the side of the tub for when we actually are in the tub to play with. So I will actually show you the bathroom toys before I start building this, and then we will be building this together. So let's go ahead and unbox those first, and then we will get to this. story is me and Ken got the chair upstairs. We're talking about the chair, how the white kind of doesn't match the brown that is like with the rest of the furniture and the trim on the wall. And I took a shower because I was filming other stuff today and got myself ready and came downstairs, and Ken had mentioned to me that the chair that I had actually put on our registry was black and gray. So his aunts and his grandma bought a different chair and didn't actually buy the one that I actually had on my registry. And then we were kind of looking through the different chairs that they have and found one that actually is like espresso, which is like a darker brown with a beige color, which is actually a tan color. And we were laughing because we're like, this combination would actually go really well with the rest of the furniture and with the trim on the wall. So we have decided that we are going to take the chair apart that we have, send it back to Amazon, and then buy the chair that is actually going to match the nursery theme. So it was just funny because like putting the chair together, he's like, you didn't realize that it wasn't the right color. And I had like put stuff in my registry way before we decided like the colors of the nursery and everything, kind of like I think in my first trimester going to like my second, I kind of started putting a lot of the stuff on our registry. So I, with pregnancy brain and just everything, I didn't remember which one I put on there. So it was just funny that like that's not the one that I originally put on there, but now looking at it and just the theme of our room overall, we wouldn't even want that chair because it's black and gray and it wouldn't go with the theme anyway. So we found a chair that is gonna go with a nursery. So we're just gonna return this one, get to the one that we want just to go with the theme. But it was funny because I just realized that after we put the chair upstairs, I never talked to you guys afterwards, and then all of that happened. So I thought I would update you guys because it's just kind of funny that that's a chair we put together and then we decide we don't like that chair, and we don't really even like the chair that I initially put on the registry. So we're going to actually have them pick it up at our apartments because there was a option to pick it up from where we live and not like have to put it in our car and drive it out to a UPS store. Or yeah, I think UPS store is where you would do it to drop it off. So we are going to put it back in the box, put it out, return it, get a refund for it. Once the refund hits, then we will order the chair and get the new chair to us. So I thought I would share that story with you guys because I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, the chair is comfortable. It's a nice chair. So now we're just going to get it in the color that we want. So like you saw, we did end up buying another chair. We sent it back to Amazon. I think I said in the beginning that was like a whole ordeal, like trying to send it back, trying to figure everything out. But then once we got everything figured out and we were able to order the right chair, I am so glad that we did, because again, the chair wasn't what we wanted it to be, and having this chair have that dark wood look to it, it just matched the whole room perfectly. And even the seat covers and everything were like a tan color. So it just, again, went with the theme. It went with the tan on the painted wall. We were just so excited that we chose to do that. Again, like I said, I had originally put the chair on our registry before we knew exactly what our theme was. And I know that once we knew what the theme was, I should have went back and I should have changed it, but I didn't. That's just my pregnancy brain was not thinking. So to be able to order this chair and then to have it match the room was perfect. So I am glad that we decided to do this, even though it was such a hassle to do. I am excited about the chair. I'm excited about that being the last piece of furniture we needed for the nursery. That was what we were waiting for me to say the nursery is complete. So now that it is here and it is in the nursery is complete and ready to go. And I can't wait for you guys to see the final process at the end of the video. So enjoy the rest of us putting this final piece of furniture together. I'm so excited to show you. So let's go ahead and look at the nursery. So excited that you guys finally get to see it. I love that we chose this jungle theme, and it's so funny because when I started putting stuff on my registry, I actually started with a few items, which I think this little lamp right here was one of them. And I just started putting stuff up that I thought was cute, and I thought that I would like in a baby room. And my sister was the one that actually said to me, so you are going for like a jungle theme? And I was like, no, we haven't really chose a theme yet. And then going back and looking through all of the stuff I had put on, we definitely went for a jungle theme, and I'm so glad we did. It really turned out so cute. The pictures and everything in here turned out cute. Even just the like bed sheet, even this is so freaking adorable. I love the dark wood of just everything being so cohesive. Like, it is just so nice. I did show you guys the closet, which is a little messy right now. In this corner is like diapers. That's a little play pad for her to play on for like tummy time. I just haven't taken it out yet and put it downstairs, but that will definitely go downstairs. This is kind of just like bags and stuff that a lot of our lamp and our monitor and all that stuff came in. I wanted to keep all that just in case for some reason I need the manuals or needed to put it back in the box. We do have clothes here hung up for her. This is actually a baby a diaper cake that my sister-in-law made for me for the baby shower. So I kind of just put it there just because I have diapers and all that put out already, but that is just extra. You know, down here is her bathtub and everything for when we go to give her a bath. This is actually my diaper caddy that I'm going to fill so I can have it downstairs, because most of the time we're either going to be in our bedroom with her until she's old enough to be in here sleeping by herself, or we're going to be downstairs, which we have a pack and play downstairs that I will actually insert the video here. So now the pack and play is all together. Ken definitely had to help me because I struggled with getting anything put together. So we got a little bassinet and our changing table, and then the pack and play, and then the bottom piece actually is up higher, so once she's not in these, well, pretty much this, we can put her in there up higher, and then you would unclip that part that's attached, so it's up higher, and then once she gets bigger and we want her down lower, we just unattach the pieces and it goes flat on the bottom. So another piece of furniture all put together and ready to go. And then that will definitely be good for down there. And then my sister bought this cute thing that I could put extra wipes in. All of this stuff is for when she's teething, and a lot of stuff is for my breast pump and all that as well. And this stuff here is extra stuff to put her in when she's little or when we go outside. Like I said, I also did end up putting these little things here. We have little toys and stuff ready for her, but in each one of these is like, this one has all of extra wipes in it. This one is filled with diapers, and this one is actually burp rags and then swaddles to put her in as well. But we ended up buying, I don't know if I told you guys, we ended up buying a new little pad for this because the one that was in there was not as good as we wanted it to be. And then one of my favorite things about this room also is our little reading corner. So we have a little collection of books that I can pull out and start reading to her right away after she's born, and then when she gets a little bit older, we can sit in here on this little rug or in our chair that Ben is preoccupied right now, and sit and cuddle and read. And I also do have these drawers filled right now. Not all of them, but this one is like socks and newborn stuff. I think this one is 0 to 3. And then I think I have like bigger clothes. I think this is for when she gets a little bit bigger, like 6 to 9. And then all the other drawers kind of have just extra stuff in them right now. I actually do have a lot of clothes for my sister-in-law that I wash that I need to put in there. So she's going to have a lot of more clothes in there that I need to put. But I am just so excited that I finally get to show you guys this nursery and just how everything came together. It's just so perfect. Just even the painting of the wall, it just seriously all came together. Every picture and everything in here looks amazing, and I was just so excited about getting this done and ready for her. And I know it's like, you don't have to have, a nursery ready for them, because of course, if you decide to have them in your room, they usually are with you in your room for like 6 months before they actually use the actual crib by themselves. But I just wanted to have it ready so then if we wanted to, we could come in here, we could change her in here, we could sit in the chair, I could nurse her, I could read books to her. It's, we could be in here before, she actually is in here by herself. And it just makes me so happy to, again, look at everything and know that it is all ready to go. We don't have to worry about it, and it's all set up. And that was one of our big things we wanted to do is, when we got close to the third trimester, we really wanted to get this room finished and complete. So it was just something off of our list that like we weren't worrying about after she's born, because I feel like it would have been very hectic if she, you know, was here and we were trying to set this all up. So really, to have this all completed and all ready to go makes us very happy and warms our hearts. And I'm so excited that I finally got to share it with you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this journey to our nursery reveal. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know the designs you guys did with your nursery and what kind of things, you know, your themes were and how your nurseries look. And you know, maybe your process of going into it. This, again, was step by step. You know, we cleared out the room, we painted it. My family came out because my sister had the furniture. We put it together with them. I went shopping with my sister and them for all the extra stuff, like the bins and the stuff in the closet. And then me and Ken went out one final time to go get the rest of the wall decor. And now that we have it all and it's all ready and put up, like, I've just fallen in love with the design. I fallen in love with how everything looks. And I truly cannot wait until she's here. And I truly can't wait until we can use this with her. So thanks for coming on this journey with us as we put together a nursery. And again, let me know in the comments your thoughts on it and, you know, your designs for your nurseries. And I will talk to you guys again real soon.